Hello, everybody. My name is Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I help to establish the community one house at a time. And today we're going to talk about something that may not be so pleasant, but it's something that you should understand if you are having this issue. A lot of the times when people fall behind on their home payments, they want to bury their heads in the sand instead of understanding the process and doing something that they can to stop it. So let's talk about today the timeline for the California foreclosure process. If you are facing this situation, don't worry. There are many ways that you can help yourself as long as you just do not hide your head in the sand. We need you to act and be proactive with your bank so that you can have success on keeping your home. So let's chat about this process. And if you have any questions at any time, please reach out to me personally. You don't have to reach out on my personal page. You can actually reach out to me personally and we can discuss what steps you have. So guys, what is the first step? The first one is the process is day one, and that's when you miss your first payment. The first step is when you first miss that. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you suffered a serious illness. Maybe you just fell behind. Oftentimes, when you miss that first payment or even the first few, there is a grace period with your bank or your mortgage holder that you can make up the payment and get back on track. You must call them immediately. Do not wait till months later after the process has moved on. But the very first time that you have an issue with the payment, even if you think you're going to have an issue with the payment, give them a call. They're more apt to help you when you reach out for help yourself. You may be able to make it up in the next month, and it can be tough because sometimes you may have some late fees, and that could cause you to fall further behind. But if they know in advance, they can help you stay on track. So, guys, the next step is okay, you've missed the first day. Okay, you've missed the first 30 days. Okay, now you missed the 60 days. Yes, I am live. Day 120 is when they file a notice of default. Hey, Terry, good to see you. This is now when you are officially in default. And this is something that you really need to take very seriously. I'm going to pull up my page here. It looks like I'm not getting all the comments that I have on this subject. So it's official and it's a legal document when they file this notice of default. And depending on what state you're in, this can take place at a different time frame. But we are just definitely discussing California right now because I've noticed, guys, that the foreclosure notices are picking up, and we want to make sure that you're educated. Due to the federal mortgage servicing laws defined by the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, your servicer must wait 120 days before making the first official notice. Yes, I am. Terry, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm having some trouble seeing my comments. I'm using eCam, so there might be a little bit of a delay. And so they have procedures that they have to abide by the law as well. You can pay all your back payments at this time, along with the interest rates and the fees to get out of default. So that is one step that you can definitely get out of default with. But you also need to keep up on your insurance and your taxes. Don't forget, those are also very important and a part of what's going on with your foreclosure. You need to make sure that you are taking care of these things. If you don't have the cash to pay all at once, the home will continue in default. Now, the next step is 180 days, and this is a notice of trustee sale. After you've received the notice of default, you have 3 months in which to attempt to get your loan current. As mentioned before, that means paying all the back payments, the interest, the fees, the property taxes, and the insurance. And after 3 months, the bank can officially set a date to auction your home. You will be notified when this happens through a notice of trustee sale. And that's typically sent to you via certified mail. So you will have to sign for that. And do not think that just because you don't sign for it, that the process stops. The process does not stop. It continues on, whether you want to see it or not. So this is what I mean by do not put your head in the sand. Then on day 200 or around day 200-ish, you will, after you've received the notice of trustee sale, the bank can set a date for your auction. The bank has to wait at least 20 days after the notice of the trustee sale is sent to you. Okay, see, that's the process. The sale may be postponed by the court or the bank for up to a year, after which point they'll need to send you a new notice of trustee sale in order to send the house to auction. At the auction, your home will be sold to the highest bidder. Now, yes, they can do this with you still living in it. So don't think that if you're just living in it, nothing is going to happen. I have seen many people stay in it thinking that nothing was done. And then literally after the bank has sold it to someone else, then they get eviction notices. There are non-judicial foreclosures in California. The vast majority of California foreclosures are non-judicial, and that means the bank does not have to go through a court or foreclose. If your home is sold in a non-judicial foreclosure, your responsibility ends once the home is sold. You may have to pay the fees relating to the sale, but you don't owe any more money on the mortgage, even if the home sells for less than what you owe. You still may, however, owe on a second mortgage if you still have that. Maybe that wasn't used in the foreclosure sale. Now, we also have judicial foreclosures in California. We do offer that. They go through the court system, but they're very rare. They're much slower. They're more expensive than non-judicial foreclosures. And if your home is sold through a judicial foreclosure, you will be liable for the deficiency. Okay, so that means if you owed $200,000 and the home was sold for $150,000, you are going to be responsible for the amount that was not covered on that house. Okay, so be very aware of that. In a judicial foreclosure, you also have the right of redemption, and that means you can repurchase your home from whoever bought it at auction. If there was no deficiency, you may repurchase your home for up to 3 months after the sale. Okay, now if there was a deficiency, you can purchase your home for up to 1 year after the sale. However, if the bank has waived its right to a deficiency judgment, you won't be able to repurchase your home at all. If you want to redeem your home, you'll have to pay the amount the bidder paid at the auction, plus anything you've spent on repairs, insurance, and other expenses at that time. So the total amount of days that you're looking at is around 200 days. So if you have missed any part of this broadcast, please go back and make sure that you are really clear on what dates and where you are in this procedure, okay? Because you do have options to get out of it, but if you just close your eyes and you don't look at what's going on around you, you may lose your home. Now, there are a few ways that you can stop foreclosure in California, and that is to make a big enough payment to bring the loan current. I have seen people do that, and I have also seen people file bankruptcy. If you can get the cash together to update your payments and your interest and your fees, and you can pull your home out of foreclosure. But you also can file bankruptcy, and that includes the powerful legal tool called the automatic stay. The automatic stay stops any collection actions against you, including repossession, collection lawsuits, and foreclosures, and the banks won't be able to touch your home while you're going through the bankruptcy process. And depending on what kind of bankruptcy that you're going to do, whether it's 13 or a 7, that's how things will turn out. I will not get into the legal aspects. I am not an attorney. This is just for informational purposes so that you know what could possibly happen when you hit foreclosure. You can get out, But my best advice to you right now is to not close your eyes. Speak to an agent. Maybe you have equity in the home. Maybe it is time for you to move. But if you want to save your home, you only have a few options, and I highly suggest you get on those very quickly. This is not a pleasant subject. I know that it's not, but I'm seeing more and more foreclosures happen, so I love to educate the public. If you are having any problems with foreclosure, I highly suggest that you give me a call. I'll be happy to assist you. And don't worry, I'm not going to push you to sell your house immediately. My first priority to make sure is that you are educated and that we put all the options in front of you. You can find my information in my bio. You can find my information and anything under Realty Goddess. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. My website is above. You'll be able to go to any of those up there at the top at bit.ly/Laura Key Info and contact me. I hope that this helps you. I hope that it's educated you on something very important, and that if you need any help, that you will reach out immediately. My name is Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I have been in the business since 2006, and I love what I do. So if you need my help in any sort of way, please reach out. I wish you nothing but love, light, and blessings. Why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? Bye, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.